Hello, my name is Eldridge Jerry. I signed the Declaration of Independence in 1776 in the Second Continental Congress, but I refuse to sign the Constitution as it is. I believe it to have merit, but in order to be adapted to the exigencies of government and the preservation of liberty, I believe it would have to have proper amendments adopted. My objections to the current plan are that there are no adequate provision for a representation of the people. There is no security for the right of election for the people. Some of the powers of the legislature are ambiguous, others are even indefinite and dangerous. The judicial department would be oppressive. The treaties of highest importance could be formed by the president with only a two-thirds quorum of the Senate. And finally, the system is without the security of a Bill of Rights. The Constitution in its current form is insufficient. It cannot be adopted with future provisions to amend it. Should a free people adopt a government under the conviction that it needs amendment?
My name is Samuel Adams. I am from Boston, Massachusetts. In 1788, on February 1st, I was a speaker at the convention's speeches. To my point of view, I am against the Constitution because Congress still needs to ensure the state have rights. The Constitution has too much power let out for the government, and it needs to be limited to the Federalist governments. Nor should these governments have the power to diminish the people's freedoms in areas. All people have rights that they need to keep without the enforcement of Federalist government. It is the government's job to protect and bring peace to the citizens. That the government, it has a peaceful military. The people should have rights to bear arms and freedom of press. Because with the freedoms of press and ability to defend ourselves, the government will rule over, and it would be like we never left England.
Hello, my name is John Hancock. I'm from Massachusetts, and I gave the address to the Ratification Convention of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in 1788. I signed the Declaration of Independence and am commonly known for that. I also played a major role in the early establishment of the American government. I'm known as an Antifederalist because I oppose the Constitution as it was at the time. I'm happy to be a part of this establishment of government, and I'm very blessed. I agree that everyone needs government. Without it, men would be mad, and they'd be absolutely crazy killing each other without regulations. I agree with the Constitution and most of what it says. However, I do believe that the Bill of Rights is a necessity. The Bill of Rights gives men the opportunity to live freely. It gives them certain God-given rights that are not included in the Constitution. It's important, and without it, the Constitution would not be fair.
Being born in the small town of Hanover County, Virginia, I was the second born of a wonderful family. My father's name was John Henry. He taught me to plant just as he planted. His occupation, of course, was a planter. He taught me to appreciate the blessings and understand what I've been given in life. The Constitution is not an instrument for the government to restrain the people. It is an instrument for the people to restrain the government, lest it come to dominate our lives and interests. The country I love was founded on liberty. This foundation allowed this great country to prosper immensely. On top of being a planter, I was an attorney, politician, and great orator. I was involved in the Stamp Act of 1765 and also was a slave owner. I owned many great pieces of land.
My name is George Mason. I am most known for framing Virginia's Constitution by the Virginia Declaration of Rights. I was one of the only 3 delegates at the convention who did not sign the Constitution. My reason was because I believe that a 3-person executive would be better than one president. Having one president would be too similar to the monarchy we recently escaped from. Therefore, I do not believe the Constitution will create a wise and just government. I was so frustrated with the government's choices that I retired from politics and returned to my plantation.
I, George Washington, pledge to do my best as President of these United States to give the people the liberty, justice, and freedom that they fought so valiantly for. I solemnly pledge that I hold no prejudice or attachment that would keep me from doing my utmost to be an excellent leader, and I want to be an honest and public leader that enjoys the smiles of heaven, and also that heaven might smile upon this country that I have been chosen to help lead. I assure you that I will avoid any altercation that could cause harm and will adhere to the Republican model of state and the Constitution and all its amendments. I am honored to once again be in the service of my country and will use my executive power for the good of the public. I pray that we will continue in tranquility as a new nation and government, and that I can be successful and wise in my position in this government.